Evening, guys. I'm just going to pop over onto Facebook and give a couple of people a little bit of a tag, because that's where we live. Refresh that. Sometimes it takes a while to catch up because my computer's being a little bit slow. While I'm there, yeah, it's been a bit slow. So what we're going to do while we're waiting for that to catch up is I'm going to bring in, well, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce you to somebody that you should know. And this is his YouTube channel. So this guy knows what he's talking about when it comes to his heat and his hot sauce. It's Greg Frank Marcus from Fire in the Hole. Fire in the Hole! Now, this guy's done multiple challenges. Cap Gun Challenge over in Cap Crew. He's done a couple in N.E.U.K as well. The Naga Beans, the Fugo White Lightning. Many of the League of Fires. So go and check out his YouTube there. Subscribe. Deserves a bit more subscriptions there because he's only got the 326. And if you go and check out his actual content on there, it's fun. I'm going to bring him in now with a little shout. I have to be quiet because the kids are in bed. But we're going to go fire in the hole. Woo! And there he is. Ready to go. Now he always has a partner in crime with him. Who would that be? Now, one and only Crumbs. Crumbs, and the guy that has to have Warrior twice because he's so big. Yeah, this guy is so big, his name actually has to say Warrior.
The chili heads, they named him twice.
It's brilliant to see you guys again. I'm quiet. I feel like Gollum in the corner here.
My precious.
Don't wake the kiddies.
Yeah. So you're going to introduce us tonight to something from Canada itself, I believe.
Correct.
Max, I can't pronounce his name. I'm going to bring him in. That guy there.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going, Max?
I'm all right. I'm all right. It's
Hey,
sunny today. No rain.
No rain. That's good.
Wow. It hasn't stopped raining here.
Actually, it just did.
Yeah. Well, we don't get snow, so we get rain. So.
Yeah. You gotta get something.
Yeah.
Nice.
How would I pronounce your name, Max?
Gaborio.
Gaborio.
Yeah.
Right.
It's from Midwest of France.
He doesn't have a website, but what he does have is he has the Facebook group, which is going across the bottom there if you'd like to check him out. And you can order from there what you're about to see. I'm going to duck out for a second and leave Greg and you and the Warrior to it. See you in a bit, guys.
How's it going, Max?
Oh, you know, I don't know what day of the week it is, so.
I do it my day off. I always know Wednesday.
I always play it safe. It's Monday, so.
So what we're gonna do today is actually do a quick review on your tear gas here. I was wondering if you can tell us a little bit about it. I'm actually gonna open a new bottle because I've got one empty bottle and I want to be making sure that I make another one.
Yeah, I was wondering about that when you were talking to me about it. I asked Greg the same question. I'm like, hey man, if you want to do this, let me know. I'll just send you some. So, but that one is actually becoming one of my best seller as of, since it's been launched. So about a month and a half, 2 months ago. I created that on Canada Day this year, so July 1st was like the inauguration creation of it. So I sent it to Clay down in the States, and he's like, dude, this rocks. Like, it's awesome. So I just kept it as of the prototype, and just expanded on a bigger version from it. I had created another horseradish sauce for a customer of mine for my commercial side of sauce making. And so I always kind of lingered in my head, you know, with what I would create out of it. And yeah, one night, as you know, my brain's all messed up. So something popped about here somewhere. And my wife's like, what's going on? Because she seen my head kind of bob. And I said, I don't know. It popped, and now I got an idea recipe. I got to write it down. So it's just ingredients. And from there, you know, work my proportions and whatnot based on previous sauces I'd created. And then the prototype came about, and really I haven't changed much of the prototype per se. You know, maybe a little bit more ginger in it, and I just doubled my recipe. I make it in about half-gallon batches.
Yeah.
So you know, it's fairly easy to manage, and yeah, the big difference from my other sauces is that not only I played with flavors, is that I played with different types of heat as well.
Yeah.
So it was more the different types of heat is more for like you guys and people that can take the heat and just get the full experience of it, versus, you know, the commoner that, you know, they can't pick up on those little subtleties, but still can enjoy a kick-ass sauce. Yeah.
So this is why I've got Angela here as well, because there's a lot of reviews that Greg and I have done, and we both have a quite high tolerance in heat. And it's good for the normies to see what Angela can do with the sauce as well. So it's interesting to hear her take on what the sauce is. That's why she's here. Mm-hmm. It'll give a bit of more of a balance instead of just dragging me like, yeah, this is good. It's got a little bit of heat. And blah, 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 blah.
That's awesome, man. The big thing Angela needs to know is that because you have tried Spec Ups before, which you know is raw, that one is the only thing that's not raw is the horseradish, because I don't have the means to get raw at the moment, at least horseradish, so it's prepared, but everything else is straight up.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I like about it. I mean, I really appreciate that you use fresh ingredients where possible. Unfortunately, horseradish is one of those things that it's very seasonal. You need to be in the right season, and you know what? They make some great prepared horseradish as well. So, and you can really smell the horseradish. Let the expert do the job here.
Smells good.
Smells like horseradish, right?
The white color is really interesting because you don't see white hot sauce. So
yes, actually, note on that. I've talked with Vic about it, which, by the way, I'm going to be sending Vic my whole collection to add to his collection. But what also comes into play is that that would be the to his knowledge the fourth white hot sauce in his collection.
There's not a lot out there, and that makes it all that more fun. So it's got a nice consistency to it. It sits on the spoon quite well. Angela,
how does it smell, Angela?
Smells good.
It
doesn't smell like I don't know what I'm looking for, but it smells. It doesn't smell like vinegar. It doesn't smell.
It's not just horseradish that you smell. There's a nice freshness to it. So it's for me it is well balanced. Let's.
I have a question. Where is it on your heat level?
That's a medium.
Okay, on your heat level, it's a medium.
What's it do?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
a 2-pepper.
I'll put in
It's a habanero sauce.
Whoa.
my take of the smell is that it doesn't gas you like horseradish would. If you take a spoonful of horseradish and smell it, it's gonna be like ammonia. It's gonna get inside your head. This doesn't do that. It smells wonderful like horseradish, but it doesn't gas you. And I love the smell. And
Yeah.
I can't wait. So
Fire in the hole.
oh,
Fire in the hole.
mm, mm.
How are you doing, Angela? Yes, she's getting the full effect.
It's very tasty.
Some more?
No, thank you. I'm okay. I had half of what he did.
Now,
But no, it has a lot of flavor. I've never really had horseradish before, so I don't know what
but
to expect.
then you're as impartial as you can be.
I'm the biggest whip. I'm going to try another drop.
She's going for a second, so that says something.
The heat is short-lived on this one. It burns hard at first, but then it's quick, so it passes. And I love that about this sauce, that you go after a second taste and a third taste and a fourth taste. You keep coming back for more because it's really hot at first, but then it settles down.
You're right.
But
I love
the idea.
The sauce.
Angela's actually standing
am I
in
gonna put
for the
this
normal
on?
people like me.
Normal.
Here's a normal
You're
person.
going to try this.
The normal-
I just made second
She's
spoon.
standing in for me.
Lucy, most of my sauces are very accessible. When I'm in season, I have 5 sauces that are between mild and medium. I have 4 now that tear gas is in play. I have Pioneer, I have Napalm, tear gas, and Hellhound in the medium range, and then Camo as the mild. For most of the year, I'm unfortunately almost out, I believe, of Hellhound for the season. We're almost sold out on the peach sauce, but there's a lot of option for people that don't have that tolerance and are just looking for the mass effect.
Going off how Angela licked her spoon and finished that, and she had 2 spoonfuls. I think that's
the
pretty much a
second
thumbs up.
spoonful was not as spicy as the first one. The first one really hit me. I could see me putting this to coleslaw, adding it in a little bit when you're making coleslaw.
Ooh,
Holy crap! I know.
good idea.
I'm married to Heiko. That's really
it's
good.
with
I'm going to duck out and leave you back to
sandwiches, salads. People make the Caesars with it because they didn't have to add the horseradish on top of that.
That was really good.
That's what Jacob, he used his whole bottle in Caesars. I was thinking that sounds delicious.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I had it with roast beef, with ham, a panini sandwich with pesto and some horseradish in there, and some Emmental and things like that on a nice wrap. Dude, that was killer. I mean, like I always tell people, the only limit is yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what the good thing is about it as well? Angela just did 2 spoonfuls.
Little spoonful.
Still, she did 2 little spoons, but still, she did them straight up. So she didn't have anything that she actually ate with it. So she got the full effect of the actual sauce, and you can see that she's recovered quite quickly.
It's really good.
So
let me guess, Angela.
Pardon me?
Because I know these 2, it's a different category. So, but you'll be able to tell me one way or another, and those guys will just confirm or not.
Okay.
So besides the flavor, the other part that was talking about the different types of burn, the way I did the progression goes is you get the horseradish in the nose, then you taste the ginger in your throat, and then you get the lingering heat from the habanero all over your mouth.
Yes.
All right, that's what that's kind of how I designed it. So not only you get, a level of flavor, but it also creates an experience on a spoon in your head. You know what I mean?
So curious to ask Angela, on a scale of 1 to 10, your heat level, what would it be, you think?
1 to 10?
Yeah.
3 or 4, maybe, because it definitely, the first spoonful really hit me. The second one, because I was already halfway there, just it prolonged the flavor. But I figure my role with Heiko is teaching people and educating people that hot sauce just doesn't need to be hot. Like, everybody can use hot sauce. And when we do markets, I say, hey, people say, oh, I don't like hot sauce. I said, no, neither do I. And they laugh.
But
I know how to use it. I don't pour it on like some of those other companies. And
Max is pretty much the same way. Max, I've tried all his hot sauces, and he was kind enough to make us a couple of special hot sauces to get us prepped for some challenges, which I'm very grateful for.
Still have some, Eiko.
Good to know. I will be in contact with you. So, but he's got great hot sauces. That's awesome.
That's fast, right?
And that's the same bottle as Tracy.
Okay, yeah.
So there is that extra teaspoon of Butla in it.
Sounds good. I will definitely be in contact with you. But like I said, I really appreciate that you know how to actually make a good hot sauce in different levels. And it's not just the heat. It is flavor. It is a high-quality product. And all the produce that you use and everything that you use is as fresh as possibly can be.
Yeah.
Again, with the horseradish, it's hard to get that all year round. So I definitely understand why you have to go for something that is not your normal go-to. But it is just another great sauce in your lineup. I mean, your lineup is killer.
Well, thanks, man.
I want to jump in with my formal review. So when I got this, I thought, well, that's a really interesting idea, white color sauce, and I love the smell, and I tasted it, and I immediately fell in love with it. I thought, this is so different and unusual, and that's really unusual in this business, that in the hot sauce game, you don't often get something that's so completely out in left field that it's not even similar to anything else. And then I kept thinking, like, what am I going to have this on? And I couldn't imagine in my head. Roast beef sandwich, obviously, that was the first thing that popped into my head. Roast beef, it's going to go perfect with roast beef. But then one night, I may have had a couple of apple juice, and I made some chicken wings, and I grabbed it and I put it on chicken wings, and I couldn't even believe how good it was. It was so refreshing and so different than every other chicken wing I've ever eaten. I was just blown away by how much I love that on wings. Not really the place you'd think to put it. It would seem to be a mismatch, but it was amazing. It was so good. So I got a helmets off in there, because that
good old steel pot. I had one of those.
I bet.
Not made of plastic, I'm guessing.
No.
No.
Well, that's an awesome sauce. Awesome. It goes well in the rest of your lineup, man. Absolutely. It is just an addition to the whole thing.
Yeah, I think it's a compliment, like you said. But my goal was to develop actually, this is like the fallback idea of that sauce. The original idea, which might come down the pipe eventually, like a 2.0 version or whatever, but for more like the competition style, is that I would transform it using extra hot horseradish, like Greg was mentioning, that pow right in the face. And then the original idea was to use white ghost pepper. So unfortunately, my production of white ghost pepper didn't make it this year in California.
Yeah.
So all the other plants made it, but not the. I uses California blazing chili farm peppers. That's the closest to me that has a quality. I did a batch, actually. Carter hooked me up with. I'm in my shop, so it's kind of easy. he hooked me up with some Reaper puree and some Reaper mash. So I did my last, one of my customers retail got a batch of Sniper made with Reaper mash.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe how it affected the profile of the sauce. Not in a bad way. Like you could really get the pungent smell of the Reaper. You know, it was really adding that freshness, that flavor that I'm always looking after.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I like to do, is to play with flavors. So I don't know. That's my jam.
You do a great job at it, for sure.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
I have to tell you, my mouth is still tingling, but not, but not bad. I just got this like warm. Come here, honey. Let me give you.
Hey, that's the same size and double the amount. What do you think is going to happen?
Don't kiss me.
God,
Don't kiss me.
guys, I didn't thought to go in that direction with the sauce, you know, as couples activity stuff.
Hey, there you go.
I see a market here.
Oh, good.
I don't think you get to play in that playground. I don't think I'm going to get to go there.
Well, one of my retailer where the sauce is selling the most is a seafood shop.
Yes.
I live on an island, so seafood is pretty big, and they're saying that a lot of people buy it to eat with fresh shuck oysters.
Well, I can see that.
And,
Even if you got some good shrimp or any other crustaceans, it's,
you know, you want to make a homemade shrimp sauce, you know,
Yes.
like
Yes.
that and just for you, I got a little bit of tomato paste, you know, and that's one of the ingredients I've never used before. You introduced me to tomato paste. I'm like, who puts tomatoes in hot sauce? But
well, there you go. It works.
Well, actually, that sauce I told you about, the predecessor of that version, the original horseradish sauce, has tomato paste in it because of you. So, but it does taste like shrimp sauce for real. Oh, Greg's got what's his name again?
Leo.
That's Leo.
Yeah.
So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you on that sauce. You know, if you got anything else for me, fire it up. You know,
It's really good.
For Jacob, they're on oysters, and you can even set it in the barbecue with a little couple of wood chips, and you just put the light smoke on those fresh oysters, and you just dab a little. Not that would eat it, but that's what
I'm not sure I could eat oysters.
I'll make some for her. She'll be fine.
But I didn't think I'd eat hot sauce, so who knows?
Well, there you go. You know,
Anything's
smoked oysters is a good way to start.
Leo almost had a taste of my spoon there. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I really
Awesome.
appreciate this, Max, and thanks for taking the time, actually, because that's awesome.
Keep going, buddy.
Oh, yeah, no worries. I'm still early in the day for me, so it's not a big.
Well, it's about midway here, and in the United Kingdom, it's getting late. So it's the fun part about the World Wide Web, right?
Exactly. I think I'm the last time zone in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Actually, Hawaii is last. So Hawaii is in between me and the beginning of the world, which is Australia. And then we go round and round. Because I talk to people in Australia at the same time fairly regularly.
I hear that Hawaii has the same word for hello and goodbye.
Yes, hello means
it's the last place, so it's the last and first of each time.
Maybe
hello and goodbye means the same.
Never thought of that.
Real quick, I want to just say, everybody watching, if you like horseradish, I recommend, you can see my bottles like almost done. I can't believe how good this sauce is on everything. I couldn't believe how good it was on chicken wings. It blew my mind. And but on everything else, it's amazing. So if you like horseradish, I would definitely recommend ordering up 1 or 2 of these, because it is amazing.
Even if you don't like horseradish or you've never had horseradish, although seafood sauce has horseradish in it, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've had it a little bit. This is really, really good.
One of the most
And
interesting things about
Caesar
that
fans.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lucy.
One of the most interesting things about that sauce is you don't see many white sauces, and
Yes.
I've never
No.
actually seen one that white. That is pure white.
So, on that, actually, Aiko, you might remember, because I don't, but we talked about white lightning, and you told me, oh, the chocolate bar. Well, I told you, no, the sauce. And it turns out that Vic has that bottle in his collection, which is a white sauce called White Lightning, and it was made with by, I think, either Pex or I can't remember which company, but it's not in production anymore. So
Could be Pax Peppers, yes.
yeah, so although that sauce would be probably 4th in this collection, that would be the 3rd still in production.
That's awesome.
For the white sauce enthusiast there in the house.
It just seems so purely white. It's perfect.
Very white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
very
as white
white.
as I wanted it to be. I do believe that the habanero gives it that a little orange tinge to it, a little bit. But
not
like I
camera.
mentioned, unless I could find maybe some white habaneros, but I mean, like at some point you got to stop. White habaneros are insane to grow, so
And they're very, very small.
Very tiny.
yeah. Yeah, so, and I use fresh habanero in that. So, make sure they're nice, plump, and you get a lot of flavor out of it. You know what I mean? So, and just for you guys' training, I don't know if I can get that on camera right or not, but it's called
2 seconds.
Dragon's Revenge.
Move that one. And
There you go. So Dragon's Revenge, Carter makes this. I haven't used it yet, and bring it back, Lucy. Whoa! So Matrix. So this product is Carolina Reaper peppers and Reaper extract. And that might be something coming out down the pipe as something for you, Greg and Aiko. All I know, all Carter could tell me about it, it's at minimum 1.5, but he hasn't tested it. He just sent it to me. So
what are friends for, right?
And you guys know Carter, he delivers on heat. So I'm kind of scared of it. It smells awesome, but it's not in my league of product. So, but I could be adding that to Bag Blast or, just as a supporting agent, and, just saying.
I'll hit
I
that.
look forward to it.
Well, we have 11 Bag Blasts to go first.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, so shout out to that as well. If anybody that's looking for a real deep end dive, that back blast is really yummy and really hot. I poured a whole bunch of it the other night on sausages on quinoa, and it was fantastic. I love that back blast. Real good heat, real great flavor. So
for Angela, that's the sniper sauce that you seen.
Okay.
With Aiko, he had the sniper bottle.
Yes. Yes.
It's approximately, boys, about 4 times stronger than sniper.
Yeah, about 3-4 times, I would say for sure.
Yeah, roughly. And the regular sniper is To me, it's pretty hot because I don't play in that game. I just make it. But I'm more the ghost to scorpion. No, that's my threshold. So.
A little question from the UK.
Yes.
We know we can find your sources at your Facebook group, the Ammo Box.
Yes.
Does N.E.U.K also stock them on his website?
No.
No. Sometimes people like to buy multiple things all in one go, and we know that
No.
N.E.U.K is usually a good place to hit up.
We, as soon as there's something more available on that, I will definitely let you know, Lucy.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Let's just say there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that, can't quite ready to talk about yet.
Just
I wonder
curious
what-
from the UK, 'cause
And we're talking possibly straight in Europe. We'll see how the thing's gonna go. I'm not gonna put the chariot in front of my horses just yet.
I want to quickly answer Adele's question. My beard hasn't shrunk. I haven't done anything to it. I never do anything to it. I don't trim it. I
Much
don't,
to his wife's dismay.
yes, exactly. Yeah. You know what? What now? From wearing a mask all the time, because I drive a bus and I have to wear my mask all the time, and I'm getting a permanent dent at the bottom that's always in my beard. You can see my face now through my beard. So I think that's what's happening. It's getting weird. Even if I brush the heck out of it anyway, but I'm getting this permanent dent now from wearing that stupid mask all the time.
It's an improvement.
You just got served.
Hey guys, I still have no filter. Huh? So,
Awesome.
oh, hey, did you guys notice that Lucy has a beard, Greg has a beard, I have a beard, and Aiko's got similarly beard, but
mine's only a
Beard.
training
John doesn't
beard.
have a beard.
it's okay, Angela. I don't think Aiko would like it very much,
A little tickly.
Well, I
Mine
don't
doesn't
know.
fully
It goes.
qualify yet. It's got bald patches everywhere.
Yeah, I was informed that I reached my limit for length this year. So
That was
Mine
3
was
years.
here when I cut it off.
It was not
3 years, Greg.
Yeah, I haven't. I used to shave it off every spring and then just grow it for the winter. But then about 3 summers ago, I just decided I didn't want to. For me, when I shave it off, the seller's remorse is massive. I hate myself for 3 weeks after I shave it off. So
Yeah.
one summer I thought I'll try it for a summer if I don't sweat like crazy, and I didn't. It's cool in the summer somehow. It doesn't make it worse. So I haven't.
Yeah, well, since we're on the hot sauce show, we should keep it to hot sauce. But,
Greg,
I'm